Again, we will discuss about the branding in this session. I am Dr. Dhanjotto. I deal with the economics and marketing management related areas. Till now, in branding, I have discussed brand concept and brand significance. Now, in this session, particularly, I will discuss types of brand equity, selection of a brand name, then brand sponsorship. And separately in another session I will discuss the brand strategy decision. So now I will start with the types of brand. In types of brand there are three types of brand: manufacturer brand, generic brand, and private label brands or reseller brand. Now we'll talk about the manufacturer brands. Manufacturer brands are the brands directly owned by manufacturers. For example, Pepsodent, Pepsi, Ramones, Sharp, Maruti Suzuki, etc. are owned by the manufacturers. Secondly, we'll talk about the private brands or reseller brands. Private brands are developed and owned by resellers. For instance, retailers like Lifestyle, Big Bazaar, Shopper Stops, Pantaloons, then Vishal Megamart, Bazaar Kolkata, V2, etc. have their own brands. The next, third category of brands are generic brands. Basically, generic brands are the brands not specifically advertised and are sold by grocery stores at a price lower than those of identical private brands. Usually rice, local rice, wheat, sugar, pulse, etc. are sold as generic brands in the Indian market. Generic brands, we can say also, are non-branded products. Like if we talk about the rice, I said local rice. Why? Because if we talk about the basmati rice is a branded rice. So basmati rice we cannot consider as a generic brand, but the local rice we can consider as generic brand, as these are not specifically advertised, or these are sale are available in a local grocery shops at lower than the branded products. So this is basically the types of brand. Now in the types of brand we'll have some more details. Here have some details about the manufacturer's brand, so you can go through it. Whatever I said, that is basically given in another uh, direction. Then here uh, private distributors brand, this is also known as reseller brands or retail brands or private label brands. Then third category, generic brands. Now we'll talk about the concept of brand equity, or we can say definition of brand equity. Brand equity is the combination of asset and liability associated with a brand that enhance or depreciates its value. The brand equity of a product or service is determined by the awareness of the customers, quality perception, loyalty, patents, and trademarks. Companies often use brand equity to establish brands to enter other category of products. Now, in the slide also you can see, simply if we want to define brand equity, So brand equity refers asset and liabilities associated with the brand which enhance or depreciate the value of brand. Next we will move to selection of brand name. Before that we will talk about some brand equity determinants. In the brand equity determinants like brand awareness, quality perception, loyalty, patents, I also have earlier said uh, these things basically determines the brand equity of a company. Then few more are there like more than customer expectation. More than customer expectation means a product should deliver what customer expect, more than that. Then stage associative, brand need to connect with the uh, customers. Then value proposition with price, like if I give some amount of money to the reseller or retailer, then what benefits I am getting. Then right positioning, maintain consistency, portfolio well maintained, this also determines the brand equity level. Then marketing efforts to build a brand, likes and dislikes of customer, educate about benefits and features. Then monitoring brand performance, this also determines the brand equity. Now we'll talk about the selection of a brand name. Now during the selection of a brand name, company should select a appropriate name, and it is very important. The factors to be considered before selecting the name are that people should find it easy to pronounce and easy to remember. The brand name selected should be such that it helps in distinguishing the brand from other brands. It should be legal, ethical and available to the company. The selection of brand names for international markets is critical, and care should be taken to convey the right meaning when brands are introduced in international market. Marketers should evaluate the appropriateness of the brand name, taking into account the different social, economic and cultural conditions exist in the country in which it is trying to enter or company is planning to serve their product. Next, before going to the next slide, I will give you the summary again. Like during the selection of a brand name, simply company should go with these keywords, like it should be easy to remember, easy to pronounce, it should arouse curiosity, it should be attractive, it should have differentiation, then it should be legally and ethically correct, then brand name should have a right meaning. These are some key points, key area or key words where the company managers need to focus or concentrate during the selection of a brand name. Now next we'll discuss the brand sponsorship. Now brand sponsorship stands for linking the organization name with the particular event. Sponsorship is usually done for activities which involve a large public gathering. Many companies sponsor sports events to gain publicity. Companies even sponsor individuals or teams to gain publicity. Like if we see cricket in India, now Indian cricket team are being sponsored by different companies time to time, that we see in the during the cricket events. Then in television also different reality shows are being sponsored by different companies. So I will not take any particular company's name, that you need to connect with the name of the companies, because time to time these companies sponsorship changes. So as it change, so better if you can connect it, so you can easily recall later on. But basically brand sponsorship includes some keywords. These keywords are like it is connected or linked the brand with a particular event. Then it is basically based on a large target audience. Then through brand sponsorship, brand are able to develop a long-term relation with the customers. Then it's an opportunity for companies or brand. So this is basically about the brand sponsorship, and next session we'll discuss about the brand strategy decision separately. Thank you everybody.